peace. We all get this opportunity in life, that you will have this life, and that you will have encounters within this life, and that you will inevitably, if you have lived any kind of a life, into all degrees we face this, to varying degrees, in unique ways that manifest within our life. You will come to this grief. You will have encounters with it, with grief, with some sort of a sadness or a trauma, a heartbreak, a loss, a learning. It is an interesting thing, this grief. Very often, it appears to us as anger as we are processing it, because there's a part of ourselves that is aware that an abuse has occurred, and it will seek a justice for it. It will seek a way to correct it, to defend itself, to care for itself, to voice that something wrong has occurred. And how do we overcome this grief? How do we move past it so that we do not have to live in this reactive state of anger or of fear? That we do not have it stored in our body. How do we move past it? It is kind of simple, I think, as many things are. It is simple to say, but the process of which it occurs within our being is much more difficult. But it is simple enough to say is that you let it go, that you hear its story, that you have presence for it, and that you accept it. That we accept that this abuse or this wrong or this loss has occurred. And we allow that it has occurred. We face it. We say it is okay. It is okay. It is okay. This has occurred and it is okay. I am okay. And we let it go. We do not wish for it to not have happened. We do not demand or grasp and hold on to an idea of what could have been if it had not happened, or of what will next be. We can let down that we must prove ourselves, or prove just to our own being this perpetual story that the world is in one way or another. But we allow a freedom, a surrender, an acceptance that this has occurred, and it is okay. It is okay that it has occurred, as I'm still here. I'm still here. And in every moment that I am here, there is a freedom that can be allowed. There is infinite potential of what may occur. And I am better equipped to meet this from what has been, from what came before. We are better equipped to face what will come next. And it is very profound and beautiful in the simplicity of it. Perhaps tomorrow will not be a battle. Perhaps that is the letting go of this grief, of this difficulty that you have gone through, is that perhaps tomorrow will be ease. Perhaps tomorrow will be joy. That is the test of it all, you know. It is to have your heart shattered in existing in this world. And to be tested with this Will you be willing in it again? Will you believe? Will you have an innocence about yourself? Would you open your heart to it? What is to come next? What is presented to you? That we do not ascribe it to be what has been, but that we are open, that we have an open heart, that we retain our innocence despite the fire that we have walked through, that we retain our innocence, and that we choose the freedom in allowing the unfolding of what will come next from an empowered place within ourselves, of all that can be, the beauty can be. And surely, through whatever you have gone through, it has been. That this is something that lives within you. And that is reason for the beauty that will next come to meet you. That it has already been within you. That it has already been within you. And that all wrong that has been done, we can let go. We can accept. We can forgive. We can allow it of ourselves that tomorrow is a new day, and that you do not have to carry this with you any longer. This grief, this anger, this sadness, this sorrow, this lack, this loss. But that you are free. That you are free to let it go and to be yourself made new, and that you have let it go. And it is a strange thing in that way, you know. You are granted this. You are granted this. That you would have the opportunity to wrestle with it, to wonder, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Am I deserving of this? Why did this happen? What is within me that is wrong for this to have occurred? Where am I insufficient? What am I meant to know? What am I meant to learn? And you can wrestle with it for an eternity, and you are granted that you will wrestle with it. All to end up in this place where the resolution to it is simply to accept it. To allow it. To allow yourself that you have gone on that journey. That it is all not perfect, and that it should not be. But that there is beauty within this. And it all has care and love for you in this way, that you may experience, and that you are free to be made new through experience. And that it is truly only you who determines what this will mean, that you have gone through it, who you will be. It is not the external event that dictates to you who you are. It is only you who has any power to determine that. And I think if we look deeply within it, through this process of letting go, if it is necessary for us to have the closure in the context, if we look deeply in it, if we look deeply into it, that you would feel grief is a proof that love is within you. For you to feel that something was wrong, whenever harm was done to you, or whenever you harmed another. For you to have a capacity and a capability to have care for that, that is love. That is a desire to do right and to grow, to be further from this that you were free to experience. And that is what we may carry into the next day. That is what you retain in being made new in the light of tomorrow. That love, that care that stays within you as you let go of grief and anger, sadness and sorrow, lack and loss, as you let go of this, as you have acceptance for it, as it flutters off into the sky. The love within you that allowed you that experience that you would feel, forever this remains. Because it is the truth of you. It is the truth of being itself. And that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And I notice as I am saying it, that is always what I am finding in any and all things that occur in my life. That it is all love. And that we may kick and we may scream, we may fight it to the end. But all that you are fighting is love. And that is profound. And all of our deep wounding and all conditions placed upon us and all desire to escape from these things, that is all you are fighting. You're fighting love that is already occurring upon you, that is already occurring within you, and that truly there is no escape from. And inevitably, beyond our comprehension, beyond our personal will, our personal desires, beyond all of these things, within the mystery of it all, that is where things are going, and that is where things have come from. Love. And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the new day. And I'm grateful for the love to be shared and witnessed. In all ways that you are, in all ways that I am. Beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful God. That you are courage, strength, protection. I'm with you. Peace.